Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, August whatever. I have to run one errand. Oh, let me turn this down before YouTube gets mad at me for having the radio on. I have a brake problem in my truck. Yep. Seems that I got fluid leaking out all over the floor here, so I got my little handy-dandy towel catching all the fluid leaking all over the place. I gotta go find a brake master cylinder. I'm gonna go down to my local auto parts store, see what they got. Online search showed nothing, so we'll see what they got. Hopefully they got something. If not, I gotta work, and it'll be a couple days, and then it looks like Friday I'll be doing some brake work on the truck. So that might be a whole other video I could show you. Changing out a master cylinder on a 1965 Ford F100. Good golly. Alrighty. Sorry, I had to do that. I'm talking about my truck. Okay. So I'm gonna go drive to the auto parts store. Hopefully they got it. Then I can change it. If not, I can metal detect. Which one do I want to do? Which one do I do? Change card part, metal detect. I'll give you a hint. I got all my gear next to me. Alright, catch you guys in the middle. The auto parts store didn't have my part. It's on order. Be here tomorrow morning. So, I'm over at Greenwood Park. Just going to go ahead and kill myself and hit the very sunny green area. There's a tree I'm parked in front of. I'm going to go from that tree all the way across and come back and probably try to do 2 out and backs because it's pretty long. It's about 100 yards across or 100 meters. It's a pretty good size. So, we'll see. Alrighty. Might not find much. I'm going to try not to dig iron and foil. Seemed to work pretty well yesterday. So, we'll see how it goes. Alrighty. Catch you at the first time. Okay, our first coin today is a decaying penny. We have also found a pull tab. This thing is so far gone, you can just make out the memorial on the back. There's a head. Might be able to get a date off it. It's like a 96. It's a D-mint mark. That's how awesome our currency is. Water soluble. So I get a mixed target. Say, okay, I'll look for it. I'm digging, moving around. It keeps moving around. And that's what it is. Look at that thing. Xterra 305. Finding needles in haystacks. Great. Okay, penny number 2. It's right in this hole. And right here, I dug a big nut. There we go. It's a 93. Actually not in bad shape. You can tell it's already starting to expand. That's when they start to grow and the penny tree comes up and you can harvest pennies. Okay, so this park is on a completely different part of the city and I found half a horseshoe. What the heck? Interesting. Okay, this should be a quarter. I know I've said that before, but it's right down here. Okay. If it's not a quarter, it could be like yesterday and someone's smoking apparatus. Who knows? I see a quarter, but I stabbed it once. It's an older one. To 1990. There we go. Got a quarter finally. And a couple swings from a quarter, got a crusty penny. It's a few sweat cleaning here. Looks like a 1989.
you go. Yeah, I'm probably gonna make this one my last trip. I came all the way out. It's taken me probably half an hour to get here, and it's gonna take me about a half hour to get back. It's starting to get pretty warm, especially out in the sun when you're digging. Let's see. Yeah, it's 9:19 a.m. It's saying it's 67 degrees, but it's hotter than that in the sun. So, oh, I got a message from Super Drew. Hey, Super Drew, you're running some errands. I like that. So, impromptu shout out for Mr. Super Drew. Hey, your house is looking pretty good, by the way. I do have another shout out I'd like to do. Somebody I haven't seen online for a while. Dan Dutchy. If you're still out there, hey, send me a comment on this video. Oh, hey, look at that. Got a 36. Not too deep either. Hey, let's go ahead and dig this. You can dig this with me. Oh, I gotta pop up my headphone. Okay, it's right there. It's not too deep. So I'll just pry it out and see what it is. We're in drought conditions here in California right now. You people in the Midwest wouldn't know what a drought is. That's where you don't have to swim to the store. Oh, what we got here? We got a dime. Cool. I didn't even hit this one either. Let's see if I can get a date off it. It's a beautiful thing about sweating your tail off. That's 2007. But yeah, so it's a drought conditions. In my town, if you have a even number house number, you're allowed to water on Wednesday and Saturday. So parks are like, they can water them once a week, but no longer than 10 minutes. Same with your houses. Yeah. So I came from Korea, which was raining all the time, to California, which we got some rain in the forecast, supposed to be September 1st, but we'll see. So it makes it kind of a bugger trying to detect. So I'm gonna see what this is. I'll come back to you. All right, I'm really trying not to dig steel here. But this one came up, kind of weird. Look at that thing. If that's not a Roman chariot bolt, then I've never seen one before. Thing's huge. All right. No, it had a weird jumpy signal. So I know this stuff's old because the steel itself, or the iron, smells sulfury. So it's probably another bolt out of an old barn. See if I can get the stick. Ah, come on. Oh well, I'll pick it up in a second. Oops. Catch you guys at the next good one. Sorry about that. Okay, just to give you an idea what's going on here. Here, just. Hear all that? All the dead tones? Okay, we got all metal. See how I get good tones intermixed? It doesn't mean there's anything good in there. It's just that metal is like that might be something good. We'll see what that is. Let me plug my headphones back in so I don't have to hear this. But yeah. It's kind of interesting. So it's kind of a crapshoot in this area. This is where I found that ball bearing for a Yuba ball tractor. But that iron tone was an iron tone, and it was like punch you in the chest iron. So we'll see what this is. It's definitely something old because it's way down here. So. It's a mixed tone. It's showing ferrous and non-ferrous. Oh, there it is. All right, I'll get back. I'm getting back to you right now. Guess what I just found? You guys are gonna believe this. And it's better than silver. Come on. It's big, round, and heavy. Look at that. Another ball bearing out of a Yuba ball tractor. That is awesome. I love these things. I know it ain't silver, it ain't gold. That's Sacramento Valley, Yuba Sutter area history right there. Ball bearing out of a Yuba ball tractor, circa 1906, 1913, whatever. Late 1800s. I have two big cast iron balls. Okay, that's two today. All right. Look at that. I have two of those today. I might have to call it quits. I'm getting hot. Might be 67 degrees, but these guys are heavy too. So yeah, two ball bearings of a Yuba ball tractor. Cool. So I think I'm calling it quits for the day. So that second one was a good 12 inches down. So it showed up as a 28. Yeah, we're done for today. So I didn't get to get my brake master cylinder, but I did get to get a hunt in. Whew. A little bit of a walk. What's our GPS showing? Oh, go back. Escape. Shows me kind of wandering around. So, says I walked a mile. That's not that bad. But in between those two trees, about 10 yards out, seems to be a whole stash of these U-boat ball tractor ball bearings. So if I ever want some more, I can get some more. It's about the only thing I'll have to input for the next club meet. At least I can print out the history of them. Maybe I'll win a prize. Who knows? Oh, phone's ringing. Okay. Catch you guys later.
Alrighty, that concludes today's hunt. Sorry YouTube. Yeah. Helicopter, interesting. Hopefully they're not looking for me. No, I only did an out and halfway back. It got really hot and very sweaty, dehydrated. So you found a quarter, a dime, a few pennies, and some rusty stuff. I didn't mean to dig the rusty stuff, but you know what? If it's coming up as non-ferrous, I'm going to dig it, even if it's flipping into ferrous, just because. So, anyhow, interesting. I will catch you guys at the roundup. You've already seen the video this far, so you pretty much know everything I got that's notable. But I'm still going to do a roundup. Alright, talk to you guys later.
Alright everybody, I forgot to charge that battery, so we're still with the cell phone. So today, we got 2 more of the U-boat ball tractor ball bearings, which was really funny because I was just talking about it and found one. Then found another one shortly afterwards. This is a piece of busted cast off of something. This, I have no idea, but it's round, it's got a hole in it. Could be a piece of pipe, who knows. The site, this park, is actually an old ranch, so it's kind of fun to go into all metal mode and find relics. Even though I wasn't in all metal mode, these were all coming up. Steel and cast iron from a long time ago contained a lot of sulfur, and you can smell the sulfur coming off of the steel right now, so it tells you it's pretty old. There's this big bolt. He's about 13 inches long. That half a horseshoe. Found a little nut. That one's more modern than anything else. A flat washer, which was in this area here. Little pin of some sort, or a bolt. Could be a bolt. Like right here, you can see how that metal's just coming apart. Almost looks like old cast iron that's been in the ocean. It's kind of funny. This probably has to do with the chemicals in the soil here. Of course, got a nail. 1 pull tab. This twist tie. Some can slaw. Quarter. Dime. Penny. Penny. And 8/10 of a penny. So, that's what we got. What I'm going to show you next is what I do with these ball bearings to keep them from further corroding, because I think they're pretty cool. I don't mind collecting them. Alrighty, I'll show you that in just a second. Alright, what we got going on here is, turn the light on here. That's a little tin of wax that I have. And what I do is I'll put those ball bearings in there. I just heat it up enough to melt it. And I'll put the ball bearings in there and let them sit for a little bit. So, I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, here's the first one I found. What the wax does, it gets into that cast iron and it keeps it from deteriorating any further. Still a little crispy, but I don't know. It just saves it. So what will happen with these when they start to dry from being washed and out of the soil, pieces start to flake off like that. So that chunk came off right there. I want to keep them from falling apart as much as possible, because nowadays people would wonder why in the world, in your right mind, would you make ball bearings out of cast iron? Well, that's what they had back then. But yeah, they're very sulfury. The wax is just about melted, so I'm just going to go ahead and start putting them in there. Here's one. Just like so. Stick the other one in there too. Just let it sit in there. After a few minutes, I'll roll them around. Just like that. The funny part is you'll see them start to suck oil into this old cast iron. It just turns it into oiled metal. Just let them sit there for a little bit. Roll them around like bonbons or truffles. The wax isn't hot. I stuck my finger in it. The wax I use, my wife likes that smelly wax, and she just pours it to a cup when it's empty. So I just use chunks of this. Alright, so they're good and soaked. And I'm going to stick them in here to cool. Now, before anyone says anything, I know these are old baking tins. I got a whole stack of these from a garage sale for 25 cents. And I use them for sorting parts out and whatnot. So those are my, those aren't for baking. I wouldn't bake anything anyways. They have rust and corrosion in them. So that's why I use them for things like this. I'm going to try sometime to make an ingot of lead inside one of these. It's just for the fun of it. So I'm going to take those out, let them sit there and cool. Let the wax in there cool. I might add some more wax to it so that way I have more for later. And that's how I do it. You can see it's starting to bubble a little bit there. So it's getting into the metal. So that's how we do it. Okay.